Hello, I am Dustin Annie, a future RECE, and I want to talk about advocacy in the field. We all understand that we need to be the voice for the children. That's not why I'm here to talk about. I want to talk about us, every one of us, as future RECEs and the ones in the field working right now, putting in hours and hours of work even after they leave their centers and go home. And how every one of us deserves more respect, praise, and even though it wasn't why we got into this field, money. The first profession that early child educators got compared to were custodians. How crazy is that? It was thought we were just cleaning up after a bunch of wild children. That's all we did. Now we understand the importance of those early years and when it comes to development, and that our field is still ever growing and expanding. But does the general public? I would have to say no. I have a story that I believe helps prove this point. I was sitting with my family during a Christmas gathering, and since I'm still in school, we got onto that topic. And a lot of my family really had no idea what my wife and I do as early childhood educators. I got a lot of statements about, well, don't you just babysit and make sure they make it through the day? Or, so you just work in a daycare? And that isn't a profession for men, but that statement right there is just a whole other can of worms. The one that really got me was from a nurse in my family who said, God, I would just love to sit and snuggle with babies all day like you guys do. Changing diapers is easy. I had my 3 kids. I could do it for a living. I was just getting so mad and frustrated. Every second that went by was just growing anger. My family's so large that a lot of people come to these gatherings, and in a room to about 20 to 25 people, there's only 3 people that understood what we do. Me, my wife, who is another ECE, and my mom, who runs a at-home childcare. At one point, this field was still new, and we can still consider it relatively new in the big picture, but for such a lack of knowledge in our field when so many people trust us with their children, it just seems so crazy. So how do we become more respected and have what we do understood by the general public? Because I feel that's where we need to start. We know we have to advocate for every child in our care, but we also have to advocate for ourselves. That's why we need to be aware of what we do, so that when we get questioned like I did at Christmas, we're not just standing there frozen. So that we can tell them, yes, I tend to children and sometimes I have to clean up after them. But I teach them to clean up for themselves. I help them learn. Yes, we have to change diapers, but we also help children potty training. And yes, I spend hours playing with children, but I'm watching those children. And I'm observing, and I'm making sure I can assist in developing their brains, in developing so many skills that they're successful when they grow up. We plant seeds in the brains of children we work with, and then help them tend to the flowers of knowledge as they grow. We need to be confident in ourselves when these times come, because if we cannot advocate for ourselves, then less people will advocate for us. And as we keep working and pushing forward in our fields, we need to make sure the families of the children we work with understand what we do day to day. Because when more people stand with us and understand the importance of early childhood educators in child care and in the school systems, we'll get more respect in our field, more recognition for what we do. And that allows us to ask for more because it makes our needs justified. And we'll be happier coming into work every day, doing the same thing for years and years to come. We will always go in with our best foot forward and in turn better help every child that we work with. And that's why I got into this field, is to give children their best chance of success. And I hope that's why you did too. Thank you.